Hey, what's up, everyone? It's been a few months. I've been away, but I think I'm back. And today I'm going to start with 3 Japanese yen pairs. The first one is the euro versus the yen. I believe I'm going to show you the dollar versus the yen. And I'm going to show you the Canadian dollar versus the yen. Now, on a 240-minute chart, using the LA wave, I have this is a 1 up, a 2, a 1 of 3, a 2 of 3, 3, 4, 5 of 3. I have an A, I have a B, and I have a C of a possible 4. However, this could still be in a triangle. Actually, it can't be in a triangle because it'll be invalidated. There's a bearish view on this particular area to where this could be 5 here instead of a B, and then you have a 1 down, so you have a 1, 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 1. You have a 1, 2, 3 for A, and then this wave down will be a B, and then you have another wave up for C of 2, which is why I have this particular arrow coming this way. So I ended up going long here, basically. As it went up, it came back. I pretty much lost my profit, and then it gave me my profit back. So that's what led me to believe that it could be, if it's bullish, then this can be the 1, 2. It's going to be a 1, 2, and then a 3 up. If it's bearish, then this is the wave 1 here. This is not a 4. This will over here will be a 5, and now you're having A, B, and a possible C that it can either end here or it can end clearly towards 130.48. Either way, if it breaks my 129.61 level, which really I should have it about 129.57, which I'm actually going to bring that down a couple more ticks. I'll bring it to this nearest high, and if it penetrates through there, I've already, probably got about low 70 or so ticks profit. I'll take it. It's a half of a contract, so it's not a a huge profit, but it's worth the profit. If I look at the CAD yen on a larger time frame, like I believe I'm sorry, euro yen on a daily time frame, let's see, I have this as a W, I have this as an X, I have this as an A, a B, and then this is a 1, 2, 3. This could be a 4 and 5. So it can go to, you always have to have an alternate count when you're doing Elliott, because you're only anticipating what's likely to happen. You can't predict anything, and that's another reason why you can speculate as well. So this could be the 3, this could be the 4 instead of an A, and this can be a 5. This can be your 1, 2, or your A, B, and then C for a particular A. Actually, on a daily time frame, if this was a 5 here, this will be the start of 3. So this will be 1 of 3, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 for 1. And then you're going to have another move up. So it's something, once it presents itself a little bit better, I'll do another video on exactly what I anticipated doing. But for now, I believe it was a pretty good move, and hopefully my goal is to start doing these videos at least 3 to 4 days a week. I know I did take a lot of time off, but I think I got some good content to give and some good trading strategies using the Elliott wave. So let's move on to the CAD yen. Let's go here. Let's go to the weekly, and again, this is a pretty good trade. actually am only almost at a half a contract on this one, and I didn't do the labeling, but clearly you can count 5-way move down. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is a ending diagonal for a 5. This could also be, instead of a 5, this can be A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for C. This can be C instead of 5. This can be 1. This can be 2 instead of B. And now you have 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and then you have a 5 up, probably to about right, to about a little over 90, about closer to 90, 91 for 1 of 3. So basically, if this was 1, so in the end, the only reason why I'm saying that is because this particular move here where I have B, it just fell shy of 0.618. So it was under the 50% on the fifth level, but it was just shy. It ended at 80.51. 0.618 was 80.28. So this could easily be a 2. But right now my alternate is a AB, with this being a 5-way move down. So basically, so if I could show you, this can be a 1, this can be a 2, and this can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have an A here. You actually have an A, B, C for 4 here. And now you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. Okay, so I'll just put that there. 5 of 5. Be right here. And you now, I think I might have moved this. So let's start over. So I'm going to get rid of this. If this is an A and this is a B, well then A's equal C's. You should expect this. Let's measure it. So let me do that again. So boom, A. As you can see, it was 80.29. That's just shy. So let me remove that. For some strange retracement thing is not working that good, so let me go over here and do it this way. New extension. So I got this as an A, and this is a B, and then you have C as ending going towards 94. So if this turns out to be, the trade that I'm expecting in the direction that I'm expecting it to go in, well, you got to think I got it at 85, and it's going to 94, so that's close to 1,000 pips. This is, I started off very small. I used to get 4 ticks, and I used to be extremely happy. This was in 2012. I took some time off. I came back in 2015, and I learned it. I spent some money to learn how to actually trade, and it paid off big time. And now I don't even like taking trades if I'm not gonna get at least 100 pips. I don't care for 4 pips for sure. I don't care for 50 pips. I mean, although I'll take it, but I look for 100 plus trades or more. And this is some of the things that I will actually be showing in my videos. The anticipation and the speculation of big moves, basically. So hopefully this is going to be useful for some people, and there's going to be some losing trades, but I'm not expecting anyone to get in any of the trades that I take. It's just something, if someone needs a little bit of guidance, then you pull the trigger on your own and you go from there. But let's keep an eye out on this CAD-yen, and we'll come back to it. I don't want to have this video too long, so I said I wanted to look at the dollar versus the yen as well, and look at that on the weekly time phase. So again, on all three trades, I'm up roughly close to 100 pips on each, and this has pretty much been over the last 2 days. So you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for A or for 1. You have a B or a 2, and now you have clearly a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a 1. This here is a little tricky because this could, if this was the ending, if this was 1, you gotta keep in mind right here it's under 50%. Let me see if I can move my fids a little bit. Let me see, 7.6. Let's get all that out of the way. Get this out of the way. Let's keep that. Let's move it over to the right, and let's make the 50% a little bit. Let's make it darker. Let's make it that color. And let's move it to the right. So as you can see, the 50% it hit pretty much on the money where my entry is at, is where the 50% went. Now I did take about a 20 to 30 tick hit, but my stop has always been where my moving average is, which I think this is my 50-week moving average here. So I actually have that there, and this particular moving average was here at one point, and it's starting to go up. So it's giving me the indication that this market is expected to move up. Now, if it breaks this moving average, then if this is a 1, well, you still can have it go below. This should be 78.6, but 76.4, but it will basically come down to 103. And at that point, if I see that, then I'll get out with probably roughly about 70 or so ticks, because I'll notice that, and I'll move my stop up to lock in some profits. But if not, I'll hold and wait. And once it goes above, let's say 110 or 111 right here, about 111.04, that's going to give me the indication that this should break through and continue. And now you're looking at just off of bare minimum. Why is my thing not working? So let's see if we can